Da-da. Do. Sort of finish my eyes a little bit. I don't know if I want this to be on. Let's play with the lighting just a little bit. Bear with me. Actually, you know what? I don't mind it zoomed in. First, I was like, I don't like it zoomed in, but I think I kind of do. So this is the brightest setting. This has a little bit of warmth to it. I'll say I don't like it. Let's see. Let's put on a little bit of light here. Let's see how I like that. It's a little bit, fills it in a little bit. Oops. And then a backlight. Backlight. It's a little better. It's all right. Put a little warmth in there, a little. Okay, so I've tried this yesterday and I really liked it. And I know I haven't done a review on this bad boy here, but I will be soon. I actually have a video recorded. I just have to edit it. Edit it. And so this is my second time trying this one. And the first time, it actually is very impressive. I didn't think I would like it that much. I think it worked a little bit better first try, better than the Nars. I actually kind of like it. The color match, I feel, goes a little red, just a smidgy, but it's nothing like really, really bad. And I like that it doesn't settle in any nooks and crannies. Works really, really well with actually Nars's creamy concealer, which typically doesn't work well with a lot of foundations, but it worked really, really well. And I found myself not reaching for another highlight color, and it photographed very well. So I was a little impressed with that. I think yesterday I used about three dabs, 3 squirts, which is pretty standard for a full coverage foundation or medium to full. See, so it's a little red. That's pretty true to color, what you're seeing coming out and what I see on the screen. It's pretty accurate. My children, specifically my oldest one, likes 80s music. Everybody wants to rule the world. I'm feeling a little bit more chipper. In that first live, I was doing my eyes. Felt really, really drained. This one. This is the quick part for me. It doesn't go super, it doesn't take very long because I'm pretty much, it's the same thing over and over again. Only thing I've changed out is maybe products. And since I've used the same products over and over again, other than palettes, it's the same concept. Versus eyeshadow tends to be a little bit tricky, especially if you haven't tried the eyeshadow out before. And cut creases are not my forte, so it takes a little bit longer with my eye looks. And then I haven't been overly obsessed with my eyes, which is funny because I buy a lot of eyeshadow palette. And I want to do some beginner friendly foundation and eyeshadow stuff to help my beginner ladies out no matter what color they are, because I know that fucking sucks to start wanting to do your makeup and not knowing where to start. I think that really, really stinks. So that's pretty much it. Now, you see, this is pretty true to color. What I'm seeing right here and what I'm seeing on the screen, it does go a little bit more orange. Slightly, I feel like red. I don't have a problem with that. That's easily corrected. I can mix in, I can do a color correcting within the actual foundation. They have them by Makeup Forever. They have other brands like MAC that does sell colors where you can lighten it, darken it, and do whatever you want to. That's if you're getting really fancy with it. So not bad, considering it's a little, I almost want to say it goes orange, a little bit orange. And this is Chai matte foundation, and this is 2 full pumps. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't shake the bottle, probably should have, but that's pretty good for 2 full pumps. I'm happy with it, so boom, I'm done. I've liked it so far. It's smooth. It is very matte, and I feel like it's more matte than the Nars new one is. So now I'm going to go in with highlight. That's usually how I roll. And I think last time I went in with a concealer brush. Sort of, kind of. Yeah, something like this. Ixo Blending E824. I think that's what I was going in with. I may have. I'm just going to dab it a little. I'm going to do that little inner technique. Do a little of that. Paired with a little of this. And I'm going to leave a little room because I don't want my eyeshadow that's already kind of blended out to get distorted. If it does, oh well, but if I can avoid it, I will. And usually I place it and I go and love the look. So pretty. Thank you. Kyla, thank you. So I took the advice of one of my viewers and I decided to break these lives up into like 2 because they do get pretty long. And they're pretty true to my process. Sometimes I just don't know what I want. I have an idea, like a color scheme, and I'm not always very fluent. And I think that's pretty true for all of us as women and men. We just don't know sometimes what we want to do with our look. We do not know. But I know I wanted to do something mint or bluish, mermaidish. This is more minty green, which I like it. It's really pretty wintertime look. Actually be appropriate for this. So I'm going to go in the little inner bit of the corner. This is something new everybody's been kind of doing, and I kind of dig it a little bit. And then they go around the outer bit. I'm leaving a little bit of room because my eyeshadow is kind of blown out a little bit, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to transition into once I set everything. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. Take a beauty blender, preferably something with an angle. And the concealer I use is Nars Matte Creamy Concealer in Caramel, and it's strictly a highlighter color, not a concealer color. But it's super pigmented. It reminds me a lot of Kevin Aquan, but it's stiffer, which I like, and not very oozy. Or Kevin Aquan tends to be very creamy. Very, very creamy, but I like that this is a little bit stiffer, but kind of melds a little bit once you start activating the product. Okay, so that's my highlight bit. Do you want to, you can take it down. Sometimes I do. I may just take it down a little bit. Going here. Going in a little bit here. And going a little bit on my nose. I don't over highlight and contour my nose because I don't have any desire to make it look smaller. I like my nose, so I don't want to hide it. I just want to go with the flow of it. There you go. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, I'll blend that in. This photographed really well. And I didn't have to use a whole lot of highlight and contour, which I liked, which I was really impressed with. And it photographed pretty nice. Hey, Kiki. Now I'm going to take it in the forehead. You don't have to take it in the forehead. I did prime my face. I actually washed it, and then I didn't go in with the serum and stuff which I should have. However, because this is more for tutorial purposes, I'm not going out anywhere, I figured it was fine, and I just used some a moisturizer slash primer on my skin. But I highly advise for you to just follow your normal routine, especially if you're going out. It's going to help with these right here, little frown lines. The more healthier your skin is, the more plump your skin is, the better it will look when you put your foundation on. And it's good for your skin. So I'm pretty happy with that highlight. I don't want to go too further into that. I could, very little, right here. I really want to oof it. That's it. Don't mind the line will disappear. And this is more for photos. This is more for your photos, videos, things like that. You saved me so many times with your foundation reviews. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Y'all guys are just, I mean, seriously, y'all are the bee's knees. Y'all saved me several times. If it wasn't for people like you to say, hey, you know, geez, you really, really helped me out. I really, really love your foundation reviews. I don't think I'd be doing it too much. I'm not saying I need gratification. I'm glad that it's helping people. That's the purpose of these videos, is to help people. Help them. Help them, help them, help them, help them. Help. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. So, what I'll probably do is go in. You know what? I won't use the liquid. I think this is such a pretty color to contour with. It is, if you're my color, 560 Suede by not Laura Mercier, but Lancome. Very beautiful contour color, extremely beautiful. So if you just want to contour and highlight with only foundations and you got a little bit of coin, or maybe you find a good sale, I'd say go for it. And then I highlight with the color, I think it's 430 Bisque. So I highlight with that, and that's a good highlighter. They have some concealer that's really good, and that's going to be this one, 410. It's got dust on it. It's super bright. This is a really bright highlight. I don't reach for it a lot if it's just a really, really dramatic look. But the reason I haven't reached for it a lot is because I haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup. But that's going to be changing, and I'm going to be doing a lot more tutorials, and I'm going to be wearing my makeup. I'm going to go in. I'm going to use my Delium Tool 953 Dual Fiber Foundation brush. This is a foundation brush, but I'm going to use this for contour. I'm going to go in with this cream. This series is dope. I'm going to get some new ones. She has some new foundation. She or he, can't remember who responded to me on Instagram. I don't know if it was a woman. I feel like it was a woman. And they have some new brushes in this triangle series, and I'm going to get some. Really, really like this series. I have 3 of their sets, and I'm missing one, and when they have their annual sale, I'll probably get another one. I think they once upon a time sent me a set, I'm pretty sure. But Delium Tools, I've brought a lot of them on my own several times. These I brought on my own. I'm very, very happy with the purchase. So now I'm going in and I'm contouring. I'm using an old palette. They've repackaged it. It's by Makeup Forever. I forgot what it's called now, but it looks like this, but now it's more square, and it has similar color concepts like this one. The highlight color is okay in it. This right here is pretty good, and the color corrector is actually really good. But you can see I hit pan with the highlight color here. It's a little bit more yellow, but it's still pretty good. Let's see, I'm going to go in. I don't know what was on this brush. I'm going to be honest, I didn't clean it last time. So, naughty, naughty, naughty. But I can tell it was a contour brush because it's pretty dark. That's super smart. Yep. Oh, it looks like it's got darker foundation on, so it must have been contour. Take a little here, take a little on the nose there. Sometimes I drag it down a little bit. So this is really pretty. right? It's nice and it's soft and everything else like that. However, I'm doing this for the gram, so to speak. So I'm going to go and I'm going to layer it up. I'm going to go in with the Lancome, which I should have went in first because it dries faster. The cream is more malleable, so I can go on top of my contour with powders, whatever, with that cream, and it doesn't shift the product. So this typically does the foundation. I'm dabbing off the excess because it's super, super pigmented. Woo, woo. Hitting that cheekbone. So I'm making it a little bit more severe. Just trust the process. It's all right. A little down the nose. I'm not adding any excess product other than what I put on the brush. So right now you're probably like, ooh, it looks a little harsh, but I'm going to go back and blend it all out. That's the key. So right now you get a little bit more of a semi-snatch look. You see that side's like, ooh, that's so cute. And this side's like, ooh, ooh. She's getting a little beat there. So I'm taking whatever foundation is left on my beauty blender, kind of going over that area where the contour meets the highlight, between the contour and highlight, where I put the foundation at, and I'm just going in and blending it in. Sometimes I go over this too. Be careful, because if you do this type of technique, you can muddy it up. And that's when people get that really weird muddy look. Just take your time. And I'm just going back, adding it. Sometimes contour brushes help. Like this one, the Sephora one, has been really, really good. This number 72. Good contour brush. Nars has one, but it's a little bit scratchy. An angled brush. What else has been really, really good for contour? I used to use it all the time. Marc Jacobs has a contour one that's pretty good. You say, I like to do my normal routine with my serums before makeup. I need that brush, the blue one. The blue one, yeah, this one. If you like this dual fiber one, if you like a natural look, not saying you can't do this with a full coverage look, this is a really, really good brush because it helps to not over put the product in. It doesn't eat a whole lot, but I find that softer looks is really, really, really good for. Holy hex. I put up too much product. So I picked up too much product and I'm dabbing it all. Ooh. Yep. See, went too far into the deep. No worries. I'll just take it over. It happens to the best of us. So I went a little too far into the deeper things. That's fine. Just look at me. I'm like, that's fine. It's just a little bit of correcting for me, because I don't want to use too much foundation, but it looks like I may have to go back in slightly with a little bit more foundation. It's all right. I went back and added even that much more. But they usually have pretty good sales. 10% off your first sale for Delium tools. And their triangle collection has been fantastic. The best by far. Really, really enjoyed their stuff for years. Okay, so I like the severity of that. It looks really, really harsh, but we're going to go in, we're going to blend it out. Okay. Just remember, you don't want to muddy it up. So what a lot of people tend to make a mistake is they'll go to blend everything out. They'll start with their darkest shade, and then they'll blend everything out. And that's when you go into your light shade, and then you have that dark shade already on there. That's what muddies it up. So you don't want to do that. That flipping sucks. You want to start with your lightest shade, if anything, and then work yourself up to the darkest shade. Light to dark. Goes for your eyeshadows too. So I'm putting a little bit more foundation on the brush, on the sponge. And I'm just going to go right in between. You can see it right now, how it's working. that highlight and contour. And what that's going to do, it's going to blend. I'm going to take it up to the temples a little bit too to help with that line. Looks like it sets with the Lancome a little bit quicker than expected. That happens. Put a little spritz on your redampen your beauty blender. I feel like my beauty blender is starting to dry out a little bit. It's fine, it happens. I forgot to re-moisturize. I'm gonna go a little bit over the contour, just slightly, to soften that, and then boom, that's pretty much it. I'm happy with this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna bake. You do not have to bake all the time. You can simply just go in and set your under eye if you so inclined to do. I have to do it because I get crepey underneath my eyes. As you can see right here, that ain't, I mean, it crepes. Like, I have to set it. A little bit of under eye translucent powder if you want. If you are more melanated, I would suggest something like banana powder by Ben 9. A light dusting, very light dusting, but you can use anything underneath your eyes that works best for you, but a very light dusting. I happen to have a whole lot of it still left from last time, and I don't know how far I'm going to bake. I'm just going to hit it up real good right here. Whatever I have a little bit left from yesterday, because I did a look yesterday on TikTok. So a lot of my social media time has been on the tickety-tockety. I do live tutorials there. However, they don't save. So once it's live and I'm doing it, it doesn't save it, which is a bummer. I hope they fix that one day and have the option to save your lives. But right now they don't. And I like these lives on YouTube because they're not showing your live to everybody. People tend to be a little bit more obsessed with my hair than my makeup look, and people can be really inappropriate. It's a lot of cultural inappropriate comments, and I'm not there for that. I'm there to help people who really want to see kind of the process of doing their makeup. So it's kind of got its catch-22s. It's good for exposure. It's good. It's a really nice little niche community. It's not becoming so niche anymore. And it's fun. It's got some great properties about it. Reminds me a lot of what YouTube used to be. And I see great potential in it. And so I've been investing a lot of time in it to build that up. But a lot of people who are on Insta or do good there, it's really weird. Sometimes they don't do so good on those TikToks. But sometimes they do, depending on their following. Because not everybody knows what TikTok is. Or not everybody watches it. So pretty much I put that highlight, that banana powder, very heavily on my highlight areas. And what it will do is make it that much brighter. It will also help give me a little bit of coverage. And so while that is baking, I'll go in with the contour color. This one's really, really good. Bronzer, if you like to bronze a little bit, do a light contour. This one's really, really good, the 990 brush. So I like to go in with my trusty Fit Me powder. I'm going to put this up because if I don't put it up, it will end up all over the place. There it is. Looking for the lid. Whoop. A little bit softer of a cut crease, but it's still a cut crease. So that's my mission in life, is to get better at my cut creases, and y'all can join me for that journey like you've been here from the beginning. Old school me, old school. Been here from the beginning. You know, I've started like I didn't know nothing about makeup. I still love those videos. I'm not ashamed of them either. So I'm going to go in with this Fit Me. You can see I hit pan, and I'm going over those contour areas. It's going a little bit into the highlight. That's fine. If I want to be a little bit more controlling about it, I would do something a little bit more precise, like that Sephora brush that I showed earlier. And but this one I would suggest for bronzer versus more of a sharp contour thing. I'm gonna do like this, so you can already see I'm a little bit more snatched. Thank God. So, you know, I got that baby face. Let them know I ain't no baby. Just joking. Sort of, kind of. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. If you are happy with this, you do not have to go in with a foundation or a powder or a color powder. You can set it or not set it. It's up to you. I'm going to go back in. I'm using, now I'm going in with Bobbi Brown. This is more of my bronzer color. And this is giving a little bit more warmth to the skin. It's warming it up and chiseling it out at the same time. You can leave it as is and go about your business. Again, it just depends on what are you doing this for. Are you doing it for the gram? Because you can never have enough makeup on for the gram. More makeup doesn't necessarily equate a better picture. It's how you, it's placement, it's what you use, it's how you use it. If you're not taking care of your skin, you got dry patches and things like that, it's going to make it a lot harder for you. So you always wash your face at least, get a good cleanse on there, and at least a simple moisturizer. If you can't afford anything a quality, get Elf. Elf's got some pretty good skin products. There's Neutrogena. There's all depending on your skin type. Olay. I don't really buy those too much, but there's a lot of natural stuff out there. You can use soaps and stuff like that. Black soap works really, really good for my skin, considering it strips a lot. It doesn't take too much away from my skin. Okay, so I'm pretty okay with that. I think I'm all right with that. I can probably go in with a little bit of Kat Von D. This is her older compact. This is more red. I like to use it a little bit as blush and just kind of hit the tops of this contour because I got a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to use it. You do not have to do this. I just like to blend for the gods and keep blending until it's just seamless. So you get, it really hits it red right here. And it also gives a little bit of coverage. So I kind of just like to hit the top of that a little bit. A little bit of the nose too. Boom. Put that up. Get my trusty, dusty Makeup Forever 122 brush. And then I bust out either, maybe, since I'm a little bit more, this foundation runs a little bit more orange, I'll use the Lancome Dual Finish. And, sorry, 470. I'm sorry, there's a thing in my nose. And what I'm going to do is, you're supposed to knock this off. Knock this off first. I'm not going to knock the under eye off, because I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow. So I'm going to knock that off. Boom, I'm done. Real easy. A clean brush. Please, please, please. And knock it off and be very light about it. And I'm just going in with this kind of dual fiber brush, which doesn't over add product. The more dense and compact it is, like if I use this brush right here, something like this that's really dense, and I go in this powder, it's going to add more product. I just want to slowly build the product because I have enough coverage. I just want to go and set everything and blend everything together. And that's pretty much my foundation part of it. Since I'm doing a little bit of green, I'll probably do a little bit of red on the cheeks. A little red kind of complements the green. And that's going to be Exhibit A. You can do pink. Actually, like a peachy, pinky color would be really pretty with this. So, ooh, that's Taj Mahal. That is not Exhibit A. Taj Mahal's more bronzy gold and orange. What's this one? Forget what I have in here. Oh, that's foundation. It's like, what the hell? Okay. I don't want it to be too red. I don't see my Exhibit A. I think I put it up. I think I put my Exhibit A up. This is Taj Mahal with my Exhibit A. But something more peachy. This would be really nice by MAC. It's Lovejoy, which I love. It's hard to go finish all of these blushes. If I can open it now. I know I've been with these nails for like 4 weeks, and you telling me I can't open it? Like, seriously? But I haven't opened it in a while either. You know what? I'm not going to kill myself like that. This one would be nice rustic. That'd actually be really, really pretty with this. I want something a little bit more pink, so I'm going to grab a Nars palette. Maybe this one. I don't know yet. Let me see. This one's got pretty pinks in it. This one went on sale. I don't think they have it on sale anymore. This one. Maybe something a little bit more along this lines. Let's do that one. We'll probably mix these two. That's usually typically what I do, and that is, where this Tied Up, or is it Let It Burn? Let Lost Body Talk. What is it? Drift highlighters. Okay, this one, Let It Burn and Body Talk, are the ones I want to mix together. Whoop. Butterfingers. So when my nails start getting old, I start getting clumsier because it's time to get them changed out. So it's like everything flies everywhere. So I'm going to start with Let It Burn. And I'm just going to hit this. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm very happy with that. I don't know. Something more pinky. A little bit goes a long way. NARS blushes are worth the money. They'll last you a very, very long time. I don't know how some people run through them unless they're just wearing every single day. Oh my God, these are very hard to run through. So I like that. I'm going to go in with Body Talk. Hit those apples a little more. I'm going to go in a little heavier with Body Talk. They have highlighters in here too, which are very, very pretty. I didn't think this color palette would look good on me because it seemed a little light, but they work out really, really nicely. And that's supposed to be a little bit softer, a little bit more natural. So I'm pretty okay with that. I'm going to go in with my under eye here. And I may do, I don't know what kind of lip I'm going to do. I don't know. Let's see. Do I want to do a highlighter? This would be lean itself a little bit more in the cooler tone of a highlighter. I may not need too much. I may not highlight at all. But pretty much in a nutshell, this is how I do my foundations every single time. Put this underneath my eyes. I am going to dust it off, but I'm going to go in and finish up the rest of this eye look. But I just want to at least give you a live where you see how quickly and easily it is to do my foundation. Take your time. If you feel like it's a little harsher here, a good little trick is to go over it with a little powder to soften it. If you feel like something's a little harsher, just go back over with a little foundation. If you've already set everything in powder, go over it with a little bit of powder that is similar to your skin tone. Blend it out. Take your time blending. taking your time. If you make mistakes, it's okay. If you have to start all over again, it's okay. No one's perfect. I screw up still to this day. So I thank you guys for watching. Good morning from UAE. Good morning. The blue one, I need the blue brush. I am just finishing this live, and if you want to check out from the beginning, it'll be saved in my live video feed. Thank you for joining. I'm going to finish up this look off camera, the eyeshadow bit. I've done the foundation and my lips, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.